everyone, it's back once again, Halloween Terror, and it is glorious. Honestly, my favourite event to date. For real, we've been going steady for a year now and we're thinking of moving in together. like today. For real, we've been going steady for a year now and we're thinking of moving in together. like today. I just want to be funny. I just really want to be funny, okay? I'm sorry. So, what we're gonna do is have a look at each of the legendary skins, go over their origins, and honestly, there's a lot of interesting stuff this time around that I want to share with you. Give them a little bit of a review, look over, and see who the real winners are. Then we will open some loot boxes, though from my perspective, I will be doing it the reverse way round so I can keep the excitement of the boxes not knowing what skins are gonna pop out. Cool? Cool. Let's do it. So then, me hearties, beginning with the brand new pirate skin. Look at Anna wearing it. She's alright in her pirate garb. She not be raising any planks, but she be a fine lass to sail the high seas. I love pirates so much. This is the classic romanticized image of a pirate, and it's just a really cool skin. It works really well, it comes together nicely, and while I don't think it's going to be anybody's, top of the pack, it is definitely a solid, this is just one of the better skins in the game, and that's cool. So, we have Van Helsing McCree. This one is, based on Van Helsing. Maybe has one of the most interesting origins to a skin in, well, the entirety of Overwatch. She is based on Jiangshi, the Chinese hopping vampire. Though vampire doesn't really do it justice because it's also very synonymous with zombie. And it's got a really cool way of how it came to be a thing. So, essentially, if you were from China and you died really far away out of the country and you needed to get home to be buried by your family, essentially, because you were probably a poor family, you couldn't afford to have the body transported back. So what you would do is hire a priest to raise the body, possess it with a spirit that would then hop it back to where it came from across the land. And it would hop because the body stricken by rigor mortis is unable to move. It is stiff. And it can only move by actually hopping, and the arms are outstretched for a balance. The talisman on the head is a ceiling talisman, and it's a really interesting concept. It's incredibly bad luck to see them, and there's loads of interpretations, from really bad, rotting flesh, properly zombie-looking ones, to very pale-skinned, very much vampire-y, to, well, more modern-day interpretations. And essentially, it's curious, right? Like, imagine what we know to be the typical zombie. Imagine if they hopped really stiffly towards you. It'd be super hard to take them seriously, but these guys are very much a feared folklore tale, and I love that they've gone that route for May, and giving her their emote hop to back it up. So, yeah, there you go. That is May's Jiangshi skin. Then we have Reaper getting a Halloween skin for the second year in a row. I feel like every year he needs to get one right because it's the event for him, man. This one is more directly Dracula inspired. And as you can see, it has the long flowing red and black cape and the mask to simulate the angular face of a vampire. It's just fine, right? It looks like a jaw, right? Like the head of something, and that's very, very interesting to see. Whereas you get the pumpkin weapon, and that looks amazing in game because of the candles and stuff. So I think it's a very difficult choice, but the fact that I'm like, they're both so awesome, which is better? I mean, that's a good sign, right? It's scary how good Reaper's skins tend to be. Dragon, then. Oh, look at it. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing in every goddamn respect. And this skin gives me a lot of hope because I refuse to accept there is not Deathwing inspirations here. It is so matching his general aesthetic so badly that this skin right here makes me think that where the events allow it, where it's possible to happen, we seriously can start to see skins reflecting other Blizzard franchises, and that's something I seriously want. It makes sense. The Blizzard games exist in lore in the world of Overwatch. Blizzard is a company that makes games in the world of Overwatch, so the idea that some of the characters' skins are inspired from them is not preposterous at all. Obviously, the big example is Diva's a professional StarCraft player. She could easily dress up her mech like a StarCraft unit, right? And I absolutely love this dragon aesthetic. I love glowing things, right? If you know my videos, you know I really am a big fan of glowing things, and this really, really does it for me. So let's have a look at the weapon! Oh my god! It's got a freaking blinking eye on it! And obviously the clawy talons at the end are gonna move as you fire it. That is excellent. That has got to be one of the best weapons in the entire game. That is so cool. I can see why a lot of people might not like it. The teeth sticking out, the fleshy look, the moving eye. I can see this totally being a little bit, for a lot of people. It might be polarizing, but I think objectively speaking, the detail, the moving parts, the lighting, it's just an incredibly well-made weapon. It's the kind of skin and weapon combo that makes you play a character, and that is fantastic. This is definitely up there as one of the best skins to come out of this Halloween. It really is. Oh! Then we have Viking Torbjorn, and this again is fantastic. I think the coolest thing is his gauntlet is clearly giving off the impression of an animal, right? You've got the red tongue, you've got the fangs, you've got the ear, you've got the eye. I mean, I'm not sure whether it is wolfy or more beary, but I also think it definitely gives off the distinct impression of the prow of a classic Viking longbow, where it would be modeled a dragon a lot of the time, but after a particularly powerful animal. So I think that's really, really awesome. I do wonder if his turret look... Oh, wow! That's cool for his shield. Look at that. A proper ceremonial shield, fur cloak. It's just... yeah, the classic Viking design that you see along the top of it, and just generally really, really well done. I like it. Zarya's skin. Let me give you a snippet from the box opening. Oh! Sucks to be a Zarya fan, doesn't it? Oh! By far and away the winning skin for me. So why do I love this skin so much?
That I can tell you in one word. Tentacles!
Tentacles! Tentacles! Tentacles! Tentacles! Tentacles!
It's tentacle ghost arms! I'm sorry, I can't. That is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Even his feet are tentacles, and the face tentacles, and oh my god. So it's Cthulhu or Zenthulu. Zenthulu sounds way cooler, right? Yeah, Zenthulu. The cult worshipping Cthulhu, the great old one. Lovecraftian horror, strong themes running through this one. The tentacles, his face, definitely an homage interpretation of what Cthulhu might look like. We all know Cthulhu, we know where it comes from. It's not a crazy skin to explain the origin from, though my favourite thought about this is for a mortal living being to look upon Cthulhu is to go insane, because one cannot simply comprehend what they are seeing. So what would happen if an Omnic looked at Cthulhu? Because it's technically sentient, right? But it's also not technically alive. So could an Omnic gaze upon a great old one without losing their mind? I like to think that that was at least a thought Blizzard had when giving him this amazing tentacled experience, but I definitely think that's something cool to think about. So yeah, Zenyatta skin, definitely my favorite. That's all of the legendary skins. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a reviewy talky about them. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit different this time around, but it is now time for, well, of course, the best part about every event.
My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes.
Everyone knows that if you touch a pumpkin on the nose, your chance of a legendary skin grows. Okay, look, that would have been badass as hell, and you will not blame me for trying it. Isn't that right, Lucio?
So good, it's scary.
Exactly. Not super relevant, but that is absolutely fine. Alright, let's keep this show rolling. Burst, my lovely candy, and let's get... It was said in ancient prophecy, one who had the power to bend all pumpkins would come and save us. Master of pumpkinesis, defender of the garden, and true leader of all the vegetables. Sombra is that person. Kinda like that one. I like that it is blue to go along with Tracer's usual light colour. She does look like she's not quite sure if this is a good thing though, right? Like, that is the face of someone nervously smiling while internally thinking, oh god, I hope this pumpkin doesn't kill me. That's immediately what I get from that, and I absolutely adore it. One more burst for good measure. Hey, give me that. Oh, come on. See, look, even now, Lucio's like, does anybody see this evil pumpkin? I caught it on my foot, and now I don't want to move in case it attacks. Everybody keep calm. What is going on? There is something in the pumpkins. There has to be. There is absolutely something in the pumpkins right now. I refuse to accept otherwise. I only wish I could spin it faster, but that is fantastic. I like that. See, that's kind of interesting, though, because that's an emote that directly ties to the skin in the sense that the two of them together are greater than the sum of their parts, which is really neat. And I don't think we've seen what is effectively a supporting emote to a skin before. Oh my god, that is cool! Holy hell, that is so cool! That is just like, that is Rider of the I really deflated myself there. Rider of the Apocalypse pumpkin mode level cool. Clearly, this answers the question of there's something going on with the pumpkins. Orisa, unable to fend hers off, it's actually merged, and she is now an evil pumpkin centaur. And I never knew how much my life needed an evil pumpkin centaur in it until this moment. This is like, can this just be Orisa's skin, please? Cuddle Piggy's got a highlight intro. It's okay. See, look, Hanzo looks really happy and smug because he's the first person that's actually defeated his pumpkin by putting an arrow through it. Hanzo, of all people. You know, if Hanzo's capable of doing something that you're not, you really have to question your life choices. Look at that. He is bloody pleased about his pumpkin dealings.
Master your fears.
See, that was actually quite relevant. I love it. Oh, that's really cool. A little bit of magma ball and a good bit of a splat, you know? I like that. I like that a lot. Well done, Tom. I don't know why I'm saying well done. Like, good on you. I'm proud of you, you scamp. Like, he's going to be there like, oh, thanks. And... oh... what? That is amazing. Dragon wings for the skirt and, like, there is no way that this is not at least inspired a little bit from WoW, right? Obviously, dragons are a very old thing, right? They permeate every culture, but, like, this coloring, the lava highlights, like, this is super Deathwingy. Which actually raises some interesting possibilities. It looks like somebody just cut it out in Photoshop from someone's face and then forgot to do anything with it. Look at that. I think that categorically, at least to me, that is McCree's best skin. Like, it is just freaking cool. And you know what? That's what it means to be McCree. That's how you speak as McCree. You go a little bit lower and you slow your words, and in reality, that's not at all how you speak as McCree. But I'm committed now, and I've got to finish what I started. Alright, cool. The sentence is done. I can stop embarrassing myself and get another Halloween skin. Oh! Yes! Yeah, what? I've not had a spray this entire time that's just the plain Overwatch. Sorry, I should focus on the tentacles. It's overwhelming. It really is. I love tentacles. Right, I need to stress this right now, okay? Tentacles are fucking awesome because Kraken is incredibly awesome, which ties into my love of piracy, and really, tentacles are just fantastic. And no, it's got nothing to do with anything animated, is what I'm going to say publicly. Moving on, let's open the next box. Box, guys. The final loot box. Here we go. Come on. I believe! Thanks for watching, everyone. Like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more. I'll bring some Junkenstein's revenge at you in a few different ways very soon for some hella fun times. But for now, a goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video flow, shenanigans and Overwatch, and his fans all know that every single thumbnail that this man makes without fail makes you do a double take, catching your attention with every verse. See, say that you need healing but you're at his mercy. Get it? Cause it's a pun. On his channel, that's one of the better ones. Widow is venomous, I see no end to this. Cataclysm's imminent when Rage is in his element. Pandemonium is not familiar with irrelevance. Maximum Genji beam, oh so elegant. Jokes so funny causing you to cry. Editing is quality as the noon is high. Yo, concussion man, shoot to the sky. Cap it all off with a goodbye.